Hello everyone, it is iMartuba here, the self-proclaimed best Chef Mr. Mime in the game, and today we're going to be talking about a new Pokemon concept for Pokemon Unite. I've done a couple videos like this in the past, but I haven't gone into much detail as far as abilities, movesets, and things like that. So today we're going to be taking a deep dive into the first Pokemon I'm choosing, and that Pokemon is Slurpuff. I think Slurpuff will be a great addition for the game. It's a very unique Pokemon that isn't talked about very much, but I do think it will be a great support Pokemon. In the main series game, Slurpuff has the ability Sweet Veil, which prevents your Pokemon from falling asleep. And I don't really think that would translate well into this game, considering only 2 Pokemon can put you to sleep, but I do think that Sweet Veil would still be the ability. Now in this game, instead of preventing you from falling asleep, I think it would affect stuns instead. So basically, if you or an ally nearby gets stunned by an opposing Pokemon, that stun time would be reduced for a little bit. So basically, every time you get stunned, you're not going to be stunned for as long, and obviously this ability would have some kind of cooldown, that way this isn't in effect for every single stun. Now to go over Slurpuff's moveset, we gotta first start off with Swirlix. You would obviously start off as a Swirlix, the cotton candy Pokemon, and this would also be a physical attacker. Your first 2 moves to start off with would be Fairy Wind and Sweet Scent. Fairy Wind would be a very basic attack, very similar to like Dratini or Eevee or Rowlet, how they just have very basic attacks to start off with, and obviously will be leveled up into something else later. I think Sweet Scent would have kind of a similar range, but instead of attacking the other Pokemon, it would actually slow them down and lower their evasiveness. At level 4, Swirlix would evolve into Slurpuff, and this is where things get interesting. You would get the option between Cotton Spore and Sticky Web. Now I really had to think about what I wanted to do here. I had to look over Slurpuff's moveset and kind of put together what would work the best in my opinion. I also had to take a little bit of inspiration from another MOBA that I used to play called Dota 2. In Dota, there's a character called Broodmother, and I kind of took some inspiration from her moveset. Let's go ahead and talk about Cotton Spore first, because I think this would kind of work similarly to Broodmother's web that she puts down. So basically with Cotton Spore, you would be able to cover certain parts of the map with cotton, and whenever the enemy Pokemon walk through it would actually slow them down. Now obviously the area that it would cover would be less than the web that you're seeing right now in the game, and there would also be some kind of cooldown with it. It wouldn't just stay out for the entire duration of the game. Also keep in mind Slurpuff is the cotton candy Pokemon, so when we're talking about Cotton Spore and Sticky Web, the way I see it working will be some kind of like cotton candy to kind of incorporate the aspects of the Pokemon. Slurpuff's other level 4 move choice would be Sticky Web, and this is also kind of based off of Broodmother's abilities. You would be able to choose an opposing Pokemon, shoot a web at them, and it would be a quick stun while also having some kind of a slowing effect afterwards. So basically Cotton Spore would kind of be able to affect the entire enemy team, while Sticky Web would only target one Pokemon, but it would definitely have more of a damaging effect to it. At level 6, Slurpuff would gain access to either Draining Kiss or Play Rough. I know that Sylveon already has access to Draining Kiss, but I think this would work a little bit differently for Slurpuff. This is essentially a melee attack, so Slurpuff would have to be right by enemies to use this, and basically it would do damage, you would drain some health, and you would be able to store it and give it to your teammates. So right after using the move, you would have a certain amount of stored health, and you would have a short period where you could decide to either keep the health for yourself or use it on an ally to give them the health that you drained. This would obviously be a great supporting move because you're able to give health to your teammates, and you're also pretty tanky yourself. The other move choice, Play Rough, would be more of a damaging attack. Both attacks obviously do damage, but Play Rough would do a little bit more damage, and it would also lower the opponent's attack. And of course, this would be another physical attacking move, so you have to be kind of up close and personal to be able to use this one. And for Slurpuff's Unite move, I decided to choose Wish. And this may not exactly work the way that you think it might. I took some more inspiration from Dota. There's a hero in the game called Dazzle, and he's basically able to cast an ability on an ally which prevents them from dying. So basically with Wish, you would be able to choose an ally. It would prevent them from dying for a short period of time. Basically, Wish would keep you alive. You would still take damage, right? So let's say it lasted for 5 seconds. Then for 5 seconds, you're still going to take all the damage you're going to take, but you're going to be kept at 1 HP, being kept alive basically. Once it wears off, you can obviously die afterwards. And I think this would be fair because it would keep you alive for objective fights. You could also still be stunned and everything like that. That way it's not completely broken. But it would basically ensure that whoever you use it on, let's say you use it on a Dragonite, they're going to be alive for that entire objective fight. You basically force the other team to either focus on stunning the Pokemon that's obviously going to stay alive, or focusing on the Pokemon that don't have Wish used on them, and focusing on killing them first, and then focusing your attention on the one that's alive. I know this moveset might seem a little crazy. I hope everything kind of made sense though. I can definitely explain it further if I need to, if you have any questions in the comments. I just think Slurpuff is not a Pokemon that's talked about a lot, and I do think it would have a lot of potential in this game. We could definitely use some more Gen 6 Pokemon, and we also need some more supports in this game, and I definitely think Slurpuff would be a perfect fit. Let me know if I should change anything about this moveset, what you would do differently, if you could even see Slurpuff being added to the game, and if this is something that you would like. Also, let me know if I should make this into a series. I can talk about other Pokemon, talk about speculations for the games, things like that. If you liked the video, you can always check out my Twitch. I'm always live over there playing games with viewers or grinding it out on ranked with Mr. Mime. Be sure to also subscribe to the channel if you enjoyed the video, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.